As Roper St. Francis transitions into the thin client computer environment, your use of Dragon dictation will also need to change exclusively to use of Dragon Medical 1. This is because the previous version of Dragon, Dragon Medical Network Edition, is no longer functional in the thin client environment. By now you should be familiar with launching Dragon Medical 1 via the Cerner applications, but this version of Dragon Medical 1 only functions with Cerner. On the thin client desktop, you'll now see a second icon labeled Dragon for eCW. This version of Dragon works for eCW, but also for any other locally hosted software, such as a web browser or word processing software. The two DMO toolbars can be differentiated on the screen because the Cerner DMO toolbar appears blue, while the eCW toolbar appears black. However, a problem occurs when you try to load both versions of DMO at the same time using the wired power mic. One version may assume control of the microphone and lock the other out, or they both may try to use the microphone simultaneously. There are a few options to address this problem. The first option is to log in and out of the two versions of DMO so that only one is running and connected to the power mic at any given time. The second option is to connect one version of DMO to the wired power mic and the other version to Power Mic Mobile. If you do this, the two microphones don't conflict with one another and both versions can run at the same time. The third option is to use Power Mic Mobile for both versions of DMO. There's an ability to switch the connection in the Power Mic Mobile application between the two versions of DMO so that both can stay running at the same time and you don't have to log in and out. In this option, both versions of DMO will use the wired power mic by logging in and logging out of each version as you go between the two. We'll start by logging into the eCW version of DMO, and you'll see that the power mic functions normally. When ready to transition between the versions of DMO, click the DMO toolbar and select Log Off. You'll see the Login window appear, and then click OK to log into the other version of DMO. You'll see that the Cerner version of DMO, noted by the blue toolbar, loads, and the power mic functions normally with that version as well. You can repeat this process of logging off of one version and logging into the other as often as you need to transition between Cerner and eCW or any other network applications. This option allows both versions of DMO to run simultaneously by connecting one version to Power Mic Mobile while the other version is connected to the wired power mic. When you log into both versions, make sure that you click under the microphone option and select Power Mic Mobile for one of the versions of DMO, while Power Mic 2 is selected for the other. It doesn't matter which version of DMO is connected to which microphone, as long as you're aware of that so that you use the correct microphone when dictating. You'll see that one toolbar appears with a microphone icon on the left side, where the other has a cell phone icon on the left side. In this case, the blue DMO toolbar is connected to the wired power mic, and the black eCW toolbar is connected to Power Mic Mobile. Both versions of DMO can be active at the same time. The important thing is to remember which version is connected to which microphone so that you're able to dictate into the correct application. In option 3, you'll log into both versions of DMO using the Power Mic Mobile microphone option. You'll notice that one version of DMO shows a red cell phone icon indicating that it is connected to Power Mic Mobile, while the other shows an orange icon showing that it's not connected. In this case, the black DMO toolbar for eCW is showing that it is connected and will only transcribe into those applications. To switch the Power Mic Mobile connection between the two versions of DMO, tap the icon in the upper left corner of your Power Mic Mobile screen. This will show you the two versions of DMO that are currently running and possible to be connected to your Power Mic Mobile application. The red icon is the version of DMO that is currently connected to Power Mic Mobile, and the orange icon is the version that can be connected if you select it. To change your Power Mic Mobile connection between the two versions of DMO, use this menu and tap on the orange icon to switch between versions. Repeat this process to switch back and forth between the two versions of DMO so that you don't need to log out or log on to either one and can allow both to be active at the same time. When you switch your Power Mic Mobile connection between the versions of DMO, you'll see that the connected toolbar shows a red cell phone icon and that the icon actually turns green when the Power Mic Mobile application is actively recording. The inactive toolbar will show the orange phone icon. Any of these three options will allow you to transition your workflow from dictating into Cerner to dictating into eCW and back and forth. Use the option that you're most comfortable with and works best for you.